Hello everybody, hope that you are good. I think that today is going to be quite a volatile day for Bitcoin. Why? Well, because we have Jerome Powell speaking soon. It's right now, you can see at the bottom right in your screen the current time when I'm filming this video. Right now is 1:30 UTC time, and in an hour and a half, that's going to be at 3 o'clock p.m. in UTC time, we're gonna have Jerome Powell speaking. We've heard different FOMC officers speaking this week. We've had Bullard, Jefferson, Barr. We had, I think, 7 or 8. And most of them agree and are saying the same. Most of them are saying that inflation is still a problem, that it's not coming down as fast as they want to, that it's sticky, and that they are not very sure if they should stop raising interest rates. They are dropping the clue that maybe they should continue hiking. Okay, so that's why the market might be a bit concerned about what Jerome Powell says because he's the boss. So be very careful trading during 3 o'clock UTC time. I personally recommend you to not have any positions open at that time, okay? Because the market is going to react to his words. And if he says something regarding the next FOMC meeting, then the market is going to react, okay? Now, if you check the chart, you can see that we've had a choppy price action. We've seen, the weekend range, Monday's false move, then we've seen a retrace. Then on Wednesday, price went up. We saw a Bart Simpson here yesterday. We're going to talk about this in a moment. Price dropped, another recovery. You can see it's ranging. Okay, we're still in the same price as in the weekend range. Okay, this is your weekend range over here. If you extend it, we are still in the weekend range, so nothing has happened. Just, choppy. Up, down, but still in the same range. Okay? Why? That's because the market is, waiting for news announcements. If we go to the S&P, we're going to talk in a moment about the debt ceiling. You can see the price is pumping now, okay? We've been in let's go to the daily time frame. We've been in this range since the first week of April. So that's been a month and a half. And yesterday we came out of this range over here. Why? Because they are talking now about the debt ceiling, and we could expect, well, that's what the market is expecting, that there is a vote next week to increase the debt ceiling, okay? So that's why probably the S&P has, pumped from here, because he just needed some news announcements. That's what the market is doing, waiting for news announcements and reacting to them. All right, but that's a different story. Let's go to Bitcoin again. What is Bitcoin? Okay, if you go to the 1 hour time frame, yesterday we were in this point here, okay, and I was telling you this is so simple. We have the 1 hour 50 MA here, so if we can hold above it, and you see some kind of different test of support, then you could imagine price going up all the way to 27,800. But if it fails to test that support, like it did, then it's as simple as, the moment that you see it losing and closing below it, so that will be here, go short, and you are going to target these liquidity pools over here, okay? So this would be your first liquidity pool. You have another one here, and of course this one. And you can see that in one simple candle, okay, they hit all the liquidity pools. So that's what we're talking about. And now you can see that, this large candle, for the guys that have been watching all the YouTube videos and the guys that have joined the course, they know what this is, okay? This is called a liquidity pool. This is an imbalance, okay? This large red candle. And you can see here how they filled the imbalance almost to the dollar. Check this out, okay? Was that week? That week is literally, almost to the dollar. Like literally, how many dollars difference is this? $2 or $3 difference to the liquidity pool, okay? And now you can see that we're still below the 1 hour 50 MA. I think the market is gonna wait until Jerome Powell starts to speak. And again, it's very simple. If Jerome Powell is hawkish, then we might see price coming all the way down again. And if he's dovish, then we could expect a push, retest the 50 MA, and push again to this zone over here. Okay, it's as simple as that. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, this is even more interesting. You can see that we have a new wick. Okay, I've told you guys, I'm not happy until they fill this wick. So until they fill this wick, I'm gonna keep telling you there is a wick here, there is an imbalance that price needs to come back to. Okay, but now we have the problem that there is a new wick here because this wick is at we're talking about $400 wick. Okay, so yes, that's an interesting wick. For now, the most logical thing is to wait, until 3 o'clock UTC time. I'm going to watch the speech of Jerome Powell. I'm gonna see what he says because I want to probably I'm gonna write a thread about what the different FOMC officers have said this week and what Jerome Powell said today, because they've been giving us some clues about the economic outlook. But yes, as a trader today, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait until the speech finishes, and then I'm gonna try to trade the imbalances. Okay, that's basically what I'm planning to do today. So just be careful. You also know that we're gonna have the weekend again from tomorrow because today's Friday, and you might see again something like this. Weekend range here, quite choppy. Okay, so the most likely thing is that today we may manage to get 1 or 2 scalps maximum. I'm not expecting more than that because we're gonna start to trade from 3. Well, I don't know how long he's gonna be speaking for. Maybe 30 minutes or an hour, we'll see. But we're gonna start trading maybe from half 3 or 4. So I don't know how much the market can move after he says. Maybe he doesn't say anything really interesting. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to be facing today. I know I'm gonna be waiting. I'm gonna see if we see some imbalances in the chart and then trade them. And if we go to the dollar index, because the dollar index is moving, remember guys that we've been talking about this W pattern for quite some time. It seems like it might be playing out now. And if we go into lower time frame, you can see that it just tested the 1 hour 50 MA and it's bouncing again. That happened here. It happened here. Okay, so if we see another bounce here towards 103.5, then Bitcoin would continue going down. But in the other hand, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, it's still looking a bit overextended, isn't it? Because you can see that in the 4-hour time frame, we haven't really, tested the 4-hour 50 MA. So if we start to see some kind of sideways move for the dollar index here, then that'll give time the 50 MA to catch up with this. Okay, maybe something like this, and that's when we could see maybe a dump in the dollar index, but that would be for next week. Okay, test the 4-hour 50 MA, and if he holds it, then yes, you can see continuation to the upside. So that's what I mean, guys. At the moment, everything is looking a bit choppy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Today doesn't look a good day for trading, and I'm quite honest with you with how I see the days. And I usually tell you this week looks good for the trading sessions or for the weekly psychological pattern, or this week is only good for scalps because we have a lot of news coming out. I'll tell you, today should be the most difficult day of the week to trade, or that's what I'm anticipating. I would like to see a rejection. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would like to see a rejection in Bitcoin in either in the 1 hour 50 MA or even more ideally in the 4 hour 50 MA. Okay, that's what I would like to see. Now we know that there is a lot of liquidity here. Okay, in this area over here, there is still a lot of liquidity because if we check this, that's around the daily 50 MA that was support here all this time. Okay, so there is a lot of liquidity here because we have the daily 50 MA where you're gonna see some limit orders. But also remember that yesterday we went through the liquidation hate map in high block, and at 27,800 there is quite a lot of liquidity. Okay, I'm not favoring that zone yet. The only way I'm gonna favor that zone, trading to that zone, is if we see a pump here, okay, retrace and test the 4 hour 50 MA, and then yes, we can see a pump towards this zone. But for now, we failed to test the 4 hour 50 MA support here. again here. Why not? Why couldn't we see a pump here and then another retrace all the way to 26k? So anyway, guys, be very careful with your trades today. Might be quite a complex day for trading. Also, if you have time, watch Jerome Powell's speech, because it might be interesting, or that's at least what I'm hoping for. I don't want to get bored like last time in the FOMC press conference. Oh, that was horrible. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.